Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be with you today as I share with you a couple of Christmas tree decorating tips. If your tree is anything like mine, it's a little bit on the sparse side. This did cost us $40 from Walmart. We bought it the first year we were married, but it does the job. You can put Christmas presents under it and it brings that Christmas feeling into our home. This is the way that I have decorated it for many years. Just a simple ribbon wrapped around the tree and then ball ornaments hung throughout. But the last couple of years I just felt like it was just kind of flat. It didn't excite me. And I felt like you could just see right through it. All those holes are just accentuated. And so I started decorating it in a way that makes it seem a little bit more full. So your eyes aren't drawn so much right into those holes. And those are the tips and tricks that I want to share with you today. So I wanted to transform my tree without spending a lot of money. You can do this very simply. You can reuse what you have and just buying a couple of new pieces, and that's what I did. I'm going to reuse the ribbon that was on my tree, and then I got another spool of ribbon just to incorporate another color into the tree. Now I've cut the ribbon into sections and I'm going to show you how to put that on, and I just started cutting it into random pieces. Some pieces are long and some pieces are short, and that's just going to help to break things up a little bit so it doesn't look so flat. So we're going to insert our ribbon now just randomly throughout the tree, and you're just going to put it in and loop it out and just do a couple different loops depending on the length of your ribbon. So let's get started. Now that you've got your ribbon on your tree, we're going to go in and we're going to place some fillers. Now you can get these little picks fairly inexpensively, and we're just going to go and place them kind of sporadically throughout the tree. You can use as much or as little of these as you want. Obviously you don't want to get a ton because you're not filling your tree, you're just helping to fill in those holes a little bit. Now we're going to add a couple of other ornaments to the tree that aren't just ball ornaments. And I think that is something that is good to take note. Don't do just ball ornament. As you saw in how I decorated my first tree, it just appeared a little bit flat. But if you do some other ornaments with having the fillers and something that's not just a round ball, it's going to give your eyes something to follow, something to look at, rather than your eye being drawn to just the empty spaces. Okay, so now to just finish up the tree and to tie everything together, I'm just going to add a couple of snowflake ornaments and a few ball ornaments. Alright, and our tree is done, and I personally am in love with it. I think it has so much more depth and much more character than the tree before. It's not as flat, there's plenty for your eye to look at without just staring right at the holes, and that was the goal, was to give it a little bit more fill to it. I was able to do this minimally with just a small cost. Like I said, I used a lot of what I already had. I already had the ribbon, I already had the ball ornaments, and a lot of the filler I already had as well. So I added just a couple of ornaments, a couple more fillers, and the ribbon, and with that I was able to completely transform my tree into something beautiful and something that I absolutely love. I hope that you'll be able to implement some of these ideas, some of them, all of them, into your tree and transform your tree as well. Happy decorating, Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. Bye.